The last time we have learned Bernoulli's equation and then we were to derive the speed of F-log. Am I right? Okay, so that's also a formula that you'll have to remember. By the way, how many of you had to do homework yesterday? Yesterday. 1, 2. And there was, okay, right. Try to me after this class, alright? Yeah. So speed of F-log, we are continuing. I just keep explaining what the situation was. That let's say that there is some hole somewhere and the hole is at a depth h from the surface. I hope you remember that. And we did clarify a few things like I call this A1 or A2? A2. Okay. And I call this A1. That's why I was asking. I hope you understand. Instead of A1 you get symbols A. That's okay. So we want to find V1 here, correct? We want to find the speed with which fluid will come out. So we have already figured it out that A2 is much greater than A1. And by equation of continuity, we will have V2 is much smaller than V1. What to correct like? And then we will use Bernoulli's theorem between the points 2 and 1. P1 plus rho GH1 plus half rho V1 square is equal to P2 plus rho GH2 plus half rho. Again, to repeat the advice, try to remember it in this form, but we use it in this more often. Okay, like probably 9 times out of 10 you are going to do this. Okay, now time to put some value. See, if you recall what we learned when we derived this whole thing, we took this as our system and we were seeing that P1 is the pressure that is acting from outside. Remember that derivation? P1 is the pressure that was acting from outside. So, here at this first point, there will obviously be air around here. So, that will apply pressure on our system. This is our system. You understand what I am saying? This air will apply pressure on this fluid. So, do you agree that P1 is going to be 1 atm? Clear or not clear? P1 is 1 atm, isn't it? Plus rho GH1. Now, when you want to find out height in this situation, you need a reference. The easiest thing is take a reference line here. Write it, REF, so you know that you are taking reference here. So what is H1 now if you take reference over there? 0. Clear or not clear? Everyone? This is the reference height. So any height 0 thing is it? We have to measure all heights from reference. 0 into anything is going to be 0. Plus 1 by 2 rho E1 square. We are after V1. We want to find out what that is equal to. Here we are. Therefore this is equal to P2. At this point, at the uppermost layer of water or fluid, what do you think will be the pressure? 1 atm, yes or no? Yes. Okay. So 9 is going to get cancelled. Rho GH2. What is the height of this point? So next. And V2 square. Now we are not interested in finding what's the speed with which it starts to flow. We are interested in this one. So if I'm going to use the equation of continuity between this point and this point. Do you agree that instead of V2, I can write A1 V1 upon A2? Raise your hand if you understood that. Sure? You can see how we get it. Okay, lucky though. Lucky though? Anyone? Fine. Very good then. If you don't want me to write it. Good. You could see your step. I am happy about that. Now we have to simplify. હવે તમે math student છો એટલે ઓકે તમારા માટે બધું કેલ્ક્યુલેશન ન કરી દો. Right? So I write the answer. So we should get V1 is equal to under root 2gx upon 1 minus a1 square upon a2 square. વચ્ચેના સ્ટેપ કોણ લખશે? તમે. હું નહીં લખું. બરાબર? I am giving you maybe 2 minutes to write whatever comes between these two. Just the one. Okay? Hurry up. So so that you learn how to derive things. Okay, exam માં derivation, exam માં ખાલી formula નો પૂછે. One ATM will be cancelled. You have to take a row forward and then you can. If you want to find V1, you should take all terms with V1 on left side and every other term on right side. All terms with V1 on left side and other terms on right side. तो आंसर तो नहीं लगने को ये तो नहीं दिखाया any times up. Okay, I'm not going to write the steps in between. If you ever get doubt, you can contact me. I'll help you outside the classroom. Okay, so this is the Torricelli's law. Now, sometimes people find it tough to remember. I have to waste. One is use common sense. It is C. If you put, suppose by mistake you put A2 as the smaller area. Suppose you got, if you put A2 as smaller area, then when you divide bigger number by smaller number, you are going to get a value bigger than 1, correct or not? For example, what is 4 upon 2? It's 2, it's more than 1. Then this will become more than 1, more than 1. So suppose something like 2, then this will become complex number. Do you see that? And you know speeds, at least for you so far, cannot be complex. Negative नहीं, complex. Negative तो चलो जे समझो. Speed हो गया तो v equal to 3 plus 4i meter per second. આનું શું કરવાનું હોય? બરાબર ને? This is ridiculous. Complex number કરવા આવે છે. So what I mean to say is, it is impossible that A1 and A2 can be interchanged. If confusion થાય તો એક વસ્તુ ચેક કરી લેવાની. Which is bigger, that area will go in denominator. Yes or no? Very much. Whichever is the bigger area, that must go in the denominator. Otherwise, you have made a mistake. Another way to remember this is change the symbol. This way, normally I find that people like it. Okay. समझ गया? Small a, lowercase a for smaller area. That is area of hole. And capital A for the bigger area, that is area of the vessel. You can choose whichever form you like. I don't have any problem. Okay. But as usual, I am going to expect that you know what the terms are. So first of all, the hero of this formula V1, for which we have to do all this. V1 is what? Speed of efflux. Right? That is speed with which the fluid comes out. Next, હવે G ને એવું ન લખો તો ચાલે, હવે મોટા થઈ ગયા, બરોબર ને? કે G લખવું પડશે, આવડશે ને? ખોટું પડ્યું તો વાંધો નહીં, બધું લખાવશે. Right? H for what? H for what? Depth of hole. That's the easiest way to explain. In this formula, H is the depth of hole. From where? From the upper surface. Yes or no? Here hole. Here upper surface. So H is the depth of hole. Alright? Next. Small a or A1, whichever you are writing. And capital A or A2, whichever you are writing. आता आवडते ना जाते हैं. Small a for, lowercase a for what? Area of hole. Right? Area of the hole. And capital A for area of the vessel. This area, cross-sectional area of the vessel. હવે એક હેબિટ પાડો, CSA 10th માં કર્વ સરફેસ એરિયા થી પડશે. CSA for cross sectional area. Curved surface area નો હવે આપણે ક્યાંય કામ આવતું બહુ કે છે. So CSA for what? Cross sectional area of hole. Here. Okay, and similarly this is cross sectional area of vessel. Right? So that's the hole. This is speed of efflux or Torricelli law. Now there is one minor special case which is very easy for everyone to understand. Do you realize that we have it like this? So if I am going to use it here, A1 is very small compared to A2. So whenever you divide a very small number by a large number, what do you get? 0. Nearly 0. Yes or no? Yes. Sure? So when you divide a very small number by a very large number, you are going to get it nearly 0. So you could use that thing. If we consider that A1 is much less than A2, then you can neglect. Okay, we can neglect A1 square upon A2. You understand what I am saying? If A1 is much smaller than A2, then we can neglect A1 square by A2 square. What that means is we will get V1 is equal to root 2GH. Denominator क्या देते हैं? 1 minus nothing. Neglected. You understand what is meaning of neglected? 1 minus nothing. 1 minus nothing is 1. So આ તો ઓલી ફોર્મ્યુલા આવી ગઈ. આવી ફોર્મ્યુલા એક પહેલા क्या? V equal to root 2GH. Kinematics throwing up and down એમ આવતું હતું ને. If a ball falls from a height h, when it hits the ground, its speed will be root of 2GH. Okay. Now, let's solve a question or two cases. So which one should you remember? Should you remember this or this? I'd say remember this one. If you remember this, you can always put A1 by A2 is 0 or very small and make it this. Okay. આ યાદ રાખો તો આ યાદ નહીં આવે. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So be careful with the choice. Anything else? The question is as follows. Very simple. Conceptual question is a little bit of calculus. Let's say that this is a horizontal floor, and on the horizontal floor, this vessel, let's say which is filled with water, is put. And here there is a tiny hole, okay, very small, tiny hole, that is automatically we should think of this thing. Understood? Whenever the question says there is a tiny hole, right? But at the hole we have put a pipe like this. Okay, so what I mean to say is it's going up. Understood? We have put a pipe like this, a uniform pipe, so that instead of the fluid going out like this, it goes. So the question is that suppose this height, and height of the surface from the hole is, let's say, 50 centimeters, and the hole is at a height 20 centimeters from the floor. You have to say that when water leaks out, there will be a fountain like this. I hope you understand why. Because when water will come out, it will come with a speed. How much speed? Root of 2 here. So it will be sprayed out. Make sense? Right, like a fountain. Okay. So the question is, up to what height? Up to what height from ground will water stream attain, that is get. Understood the question? If the water flow will come out like this, what height will it attain? Any height will it that? That's the question. Okay. Give it a try, come on. I'll give you a hint. You can use this formula. And you can think that water is being thrown up. Otherwise, you have questions where you throw things up with some initial speed. How much is the initial speed? With that speed, it will go up. You understand what I'm saying? Because it comes out with that speed. Standard values to be taken. Density of water 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube, and G is 10, and all that. Okay, 10 minutes taken. Hurry up, people. First step would be to find out with what speed will fluid come out. With what speed will fluid come out? How much speed? Under root 10. Are you sure? Half, yeah, okay. Right? Under root 10. How do we get that? V is equal to under root 2GL. With that speed is going to come out. We're using that formula. So this will be root of 2. G is 10, height. H actually stands for depth of the hole from the surface. How much is that depth? How much is that depth? 50 centimeters. So 0.5. So this is going to be root. Clear? Now the question has changed to kinematic. If you throw something up with speed, how much speed? 10 meter per second. Oh, sorry, root 10 meter per second. Then to what height will it go? Do that, come on. Everyone try to do it without the calculator, okay? Because numbers are so simple. Don't find root 10, let it be like that. Okay? And then read the question again before you give me final answer. Again, I'll give you a hint. If that water sprays out like this, you can treat it like projectile motion or like kinematic, what we used to do in those chapters, right? Going straight up. Done? Zero point final answer. That is right. 0.7 meter. It is that When you put these values, and let's say this is some water particle, let's say it goes till some height. A, B, initial and final. I hope you remember we used to do it like that. So now if we use the third equation of angle. Third equation. What is the third equation? 2A delta y. I'm using y because this is in y. Is equal to final speed square minus initial speed square. I hope everyone realizes that V final is initial. And at this point, at highest point, how much is the speed? 0. Yeah, you minus. What is initial speed at A? Minus square at 10. 2. Downward negative. Acceleration will be minus 10. Displacement find around. So that should give you delta y is equal to 1 by 2 meter. That is 0.5 meter. Okay. But that is from A to B. Don't forget. We have calculated delta y. That is from A to B. So what's the total? 0.7. 0.7. How many of you understood that? From ground, how much is this height? It will be 0.7. Do you notice a coincidence? Same I. Yes or no? Yes. It's not a coincidence. It is a rule. Emerge થાય દર વખતે. Okay? It happens the same way. Whatever is this height, this fluid will always go to that height. Pixel છે. Yes. Given that this is vertical, પછી આમ રાખ્યું હોય તો આવું થાય. Then the height won't be same. You understand what I said? Okay. आपको ये होगा projectile motion. बराबर ने? तो chapter 2 to 6 वाचन चालू करा कि नहीं करा? Yes. बनी दे जो. Okay. So here is the question. Okay. Similar one. આપણે વાળાને થોડું ફેરવી નાખીએ. બરાબર ને? બીજું કંઈ ચેન્જ કરવાની જરૂર નથી. So let's say it is now not vertical but at an angle 30 degree with horizontal. Okay. This is at an angle 30 degree with horizontal. Okay. You have to find out range. You have to find out range. Range, that is what meaning of range? How far will it fall? અહીંથી ચાલુ થઈને આમ ગ્રાઉન્ડ ઉપર ક્યારે પડશે? Okay, this distance. Did you understand? You have to find out the range. Given that this is small, okay, આગે બહુ મોટું નથી અટલું. It go up like this. At how much angle again? 30 degree. Okay, do we already have speed? Yes. અડધું તો થઈ ગયું છે. હવે બાકીનું શું કામ? પ્રોજેક્ટાઇલ મોશન. બરાબર ને? Does anyone remember formula of range of projectile? Raise your hand. Do you remember formula of range of projectile? Very good. 3, 4 of you. Well done. Keep it. Well done. Well done. Okay. Yes, Priyank, what is the formula? 2v0x v0y. 2v0x v0y by t. That is right. अच्छा एंगल ना फॉर्म में कही सके 2v0 sin theta into v0 cos theta. 2v0 sin theta into 2v0 for your 2v0 sin theta into v0 cos theta. Yes, 2v0 sin theta into v0 cos theta upon g, right? Of course, same as what he said earlier. ખાલી શું કરવાનું? આગે એની વેલ્યુ મૂકવાની. યાદ છે ને? v0x v0y. Yes or no? Okay, good job, yes, well done. Okay, before you start doing it, I want to ring an alarm bell. Do you remember that this formula is to be used only in some condition? Yes. Who remembers that condition? What is that condition? Yes, Rohan?
Projectile should be from the ground.
Correct. Projectile should be thrown from the ground. અરે ભાઈ યાર બહુ હેરાન કરે છે ફિઝિક્સ. અમને એવું લાગે કે બસ સર અમને આવડી જ ગયું છે. And then suddenly there is a ટ્વિસ્ટ ફોર્મ્યુલા મૂકીને થશે નહીં. Right? Do you remember what to do when this is not on the ground? We have only one choice. That is equation of trajectory. Who remembers equation of trajectory? Anyone? મને તો આવડે જ છે, મારા સિવાય કોને આવડે? Nobody? Equation of trajectory. ચાલો કઈ વાંધો નહીં. એના વગર તો નથી થવાનો, યાદ રાખજો. The other way is very long. We'll have to find out time of flight અને પછી બધું થાય. અને એમાં ફોર્મ્યુલા ન થાય. So here is a quick revision of how to derive equation of trajectory. મેં તમને ચાર ઇક્વેશન યાદ રાખવાની કીધી હતી. યાદ છે? Vx, Vy, delta x, delta y. And I told you that we get all of these from equation of kinematics. Does anyone remember these? First one out. For a projectile, Vx is equal to V0 cos theta 0. Yes, and this is because Ax is 0. Initial way change is no થાય. આવું શીખવાડ્યું. Do you remember? Because gravity pulls it down, not left or right. So there is only acceleration in which direction? Vertical, not horizontal. પછી Vy કોને આવડે? Okay. Yes, David.
V0 sin theta 0.
એ છોટું ડોટ ટેકિંગ માર્યો ને. આમાં cos આવ્યો તો આમાં sin લખાય, મને ખબર છે. But that's not right, David. પછી કંઈક આવે, ખાલી મજાક કરો. Don't take it seriously. Think about it, everyone. Sorry? There is acceleration, isn't it? So equation of kinematics વિચારો તો આન્સર આવડી જાય.
Minus half g.
કોણ બોલ્યું? Minus
Half g.
half gt. Equation of kinematics આવડે છે તને? Equation of kinematics આવડે? બોલ તો. બસ. હા હા.
2a delta x.
ફર્સ્ટ થી ચાલુ કર. એટલે ઓર્ડર જેવું કઈ છે ને પણ તોય છે. હા.
V square equal to
આ જો બીજા બધા કહે છે. સ્ટાર્ટ. હા આડળ બોલ.
2a delta y equal to
એ તો મેં લઈ લીધી છે એના સિવાય બોલ.
delta x equal to ut plus half at square
શું ut
v0t.
હા v0t બરાબર. I don't like you. I mean the symbol. I mean the symbol. હા so ut ને પણ v0t પછી
plus half at square.
plus half at square. Okay. Then third one, which is actually the first one to derive because
V equal to u plus at.
no not v plus 80. V equal to v0 plus 80. E use કરવાની કેવી નામ. So you get v equal to v0 એટલે આ vy છે. vy equal to v0 y plus ayt. I hope you still remember everyone why we get minus g. યાદ આવ્યું? Gravity pulls it down. Downward direction we are taking it as negative. આટલું થાય. Right? Similarly delta x and delta y. સિસ્ટમ. હવે હું એને લખું. હું લખ નાખું છું. હવે હું કંટાળી ગયો. v0 cos theta 0 t because acceleration is 0. Delta y is v0 sin theta 0 t minus 1 by 2 gt square. યાદ આવ્યું? ay sorry v0 y t plus half ay t square. પછી કઈ ન કરવાનું હોય. t ની વેલ્યુ આમાંથી લઈને આમાં સબસ્ટિટ્યુટ કરવાની. આવડે કે ન આવડે? આ પડજો કંઈક બેઝિક આવડતું હોય તો થાય. આ નો આવડે પછી એમ કહો કે સર ઇક્વેશન ઓફ ટ્રેજેક્ટરી કેવી રીતે ડિરાઈવ કરાય? તો હું એક જ આન્સર આપું. 5 વાર લખી નાખ થઈ જશે. બીજું શું કેવું પછી? સમજાય ને? કેવી રીતે ડિરાઈવ કરાય? ટેક વેલ્યુ ઓફ t put it here. તો તરત આવી જશે. v0 tan theta 0 upon v0 into delta x minus 1 by 2 g unsquared delta x square upon v0 square cos square theta 0. સમજાણું? put the value of t. Delta x upon v0. Cos theta can give sin upon cos tan. Okay, sin theta upon cos theta tan. So this is cancelled and we get it. We are going to use it here. યાદ રાખવાનો ફાયદો છે of course સ્પીડ વધે ને આટલું બધું કરવું ન. Okay, so let's use it here. From which point A to B we want to find delta x, correct? Okay, when the quadratic equation no આવે તો સારું. Delta y, how much is delta y from A to B?
0.
How much is delta y from A to B?
0.2.
Are you sure? 0.2? It is minus 0.2. Who understood that? Minus 0.2. જો આ ફરક છે ફર્સ્ટ 6 ચેપ્ટર્સ માં અને ફ્લુઇડ મિકેનિક્સ. નોટિસ કર્યું કઈ? જનરલી હું ફ્લુઇડ મિકેનિક્સ નું કઈ પૂછું તો મોસ્ટલી સમજાય અને ચેપ્ટર 2 to 6 હોરિબલ. બરાબર ને? ઓનલાઈન માં એવું લાગ્યું કે આ કઈ ખબર જ નથી પડતી, સર શું બોલે જ રાખે છે. રાઈટ? So here delta y from this point to this point, આને delta y કહેવાય. I hope you realize that. But it is in which direction? A to B. નીચે જાય કે ઉપર જાય? નીચે જાય કે ઉપર? નીચે. તો નીચે નેગેટિવ, બરાબર ને? So delta y is minus 0.2. Understood? Understood? Not understood? Yes. હજી ઘણાને નીચે જાય ન કહેવાય સર, આને ઉપર જાય એવું કોને થાય છે? Remember, displacement is only about final point and initial point. યાદ આવ્યું? Photo method. અહીંયા જોયું પછી from here to here. Right? You don't see where it goes first. Okay, so minus 0.2 is equal to delta x. We have to find what's tan theta? 30 है ना, तो सुनो 1 by root 3 minus 1 by 2 g is 10. So this is 5. Delta x square we don't know upon v0 square. What's v0? Cos square 30 3 by 4. Okay, બસ હવે quadratic equation છે, એ તો તમને સોલ્વ કરતા આવડે. ફેક્ટર્સ ન પડે તો શું કરવાનું? તો discriminant કરી લેજો જાતે, લખી દો પછી ઘરે કરી નાખો. Do tell me the answer tomorrow. Use calculator if you want. Okay, I don't have a problem here because the numbers are not easy. Five, two, two, six. Okay. Discriminator. So hopefully you see how questions can be twisted. Take fluid mechanics you like your project. હજી એનાથી આગળ લઈ જઈશું. Let me tell you. I can change it to say things like when it falls here. When it falls here and if it doesn't bounce. Suppose it falls here and doesn't bounce, then how much force acts on the floor because of water? Okay, collision થાય, આમ પડે ને, collision. You understand what I'm saying? Right? And when collisions occur, momentum will change. Very સમજ? આપણે 2D collision આવ્યા હતા કે નહીં? 2D collision, આમ angle બરાબર. Okay, so you can also find out how much force will this apply over here, right? If it doesn't bounce again, right? Done that much. So, now, don't talk. Done. This was fine. Now we have little time. I want to demonstrate, not really demonstrate. I just want to describe one experiment. You do it at home, okay? You do it at home. Normally I do it in the class, but this year I will not, because I am wearing the mask and all of you are wearing mask and we should not remove. So the experiment is as follows. Let's say, do we have some rough piece of paper? I don't want to write anything, absolutely rough. તમારે ફેંકી જ દેવાનું હોય ને એવું મને આપી દો. ફેંકી જ દેવાનું હોય ને એવું મને આપી દો. ચાલો. Okay, surface tension. Like with it, surface tension is a property liquid. Drops of mercury form spherical bead instead of spreading on the surface. Chemistry liquid rises or falls in a thin capillary. Chemistry.
Takes with the questions and answers.
Fine. બધું બહુ સારું વ્યવસ્થિત લખ્યું છે. Okay, so I'm going to share it because we don't need it that big. So let's say that at home you take some rough piece of paper, maybe this much inside. Okay, that will be. બહુ મોટું ન લેતા નહીં તો નહીં ખબર પડે. And you put it like this, turn off the fan whenever you do it, and then just as you leave it, okay, just as you leave it, you blow air through your mouth twice. One time you do it, you blow it above this paper, and one time when you do it, you blow it below this paper. Understood? એટલું તો કરી શકો ને? Not that tough really. No થાય પહેલી વારમાં તો એક બે વાર ટ્રાય કરજો પછી definitely. Once above this and once below. And you have to check in which case does this piece of paper seem to float or have a lift. Lift that is હવામાં કેમાં ઉડે વધારે. You understood what I said? While you are blowing air, whether you blow it above or below, in which case does it stay in the air for more time? Okay, very someone, you know someone very good. Do give it a try at home. Alright? Fine. I hope everyone understands why we are not doing it here in the class. Okay, it's very risky. Okay, case is nothing but to be on the safer. Right? Make sure you do it at home and you tell me what do you see. Like I said, if you can't see anything specific in one try a few times. But પછી practice થઈ જાય તો આવડે તમને બરાબર. Right? Doing this experiment will actually help you understand how aeroplanes fly. You can think of it like the wing of an aeroplane. You guys there? આ તો એકદમ બેઝ છે. Bernoulli's theorem is like one of the first things about aeronautical engineering, or how fluids flow, right? And when you try to move a vehicle, what happens, right? So do this at home. All right, everyone. Person ne ke bhuli jaso. Treat it like, don't treat it like homework. Homework to bhuli jao. Right? Treat it like an experiment. You have to play a game. Okay. So make sure you do that. Right? Now, do you want it back, Smith? Okay. Fine. Open your book. I think we might be able to solve a question. Take a book. Okay, 10.8. Example 10.8. We can solve part A. So, the question is as follows. A fully loaded Boeing aircraft has a mass 3.3 10 raised to 5 kg. Its total wing area. What is meaning of wing area? Suppose you are watching the plane from the top. So the wing no area dekha hai. Say here is the plane. First wing, one on that side, and then there is one at the back. Be hoy to you. We understood what it means. The total area of the wing. Clear? Total wing area. How much is that total wing area? 500 meters square. It is in a level flight. Level flight means flying horizontal. Okay? Level flight, that is flying horizontal. with what speed? 960 km per hour. Estimate the pressure difference between the lower and the upper surfaces of the wing. Okay. Let's read the whole thing. Estimate the fractional increase in speed of the air on upper surface of the wing relative to the lower surface. Okay, fine. B part of the it has no connection with it. So we have to find how much is the difference of upward pressure. Now, aircraft moves. We are going to make a simple assumption that air is stationary. We are going to make a simple assumption that air is stationary, right? With respect to ground, not with respect to aircraft. These are polyjet. So let's say this is that aircraft. Patented design. Okay, how aircraft તમે બનાવજો તમારી ઉઠશે બોર્ડ ઉપર ઉડે, right? So this is the aircraft. Now it has downward force how much? What's given about the flight? How is it flying? It's flying in a level flight, yes, horizontal flight. So it's moving like this. Okay, and is the speed given? And it's not mentioned that it's changing. So we are going to assume that it remains the same. Direction not changing, speed also not changing. That means acceleration is, if speed is not changing, direction is also not changing. What is acceleration? Zero. Yes or no?
Yes.
Acceleration means rate of change of velocity, but here the velocity is constant, so acceleration is zero. Fine. Acceleration zero means the object is in equilibrium. What is meaning of equilibrium? When a body has total force zero and the acceleration of the body will be zero. Total force is zero and acceleration is also zero. That is called equilibrium. So this is m. What will cancel this force? There has to be some other force that will cancel it. Equilibrium goes silent. There will be upward force by air. In a lift kehvaye. You understand that? Yes, no. Right? But although this is fine, you can call it lift, but you can separate this lift into two parts. One, there will be some air pressure below the wing or below the aircraft. Any particular force, like let's say there is PBA, B for below, pressure below into area. Understood? Yes, no?
Yes.
Above this, there will be some pressure because there is air also over there. So, એના માટે કેટલો ફોર્સ લખો? PAA. Yes or no?
Yes.
સમજાય છે ને કે બેલ પડી જાય એટલે મગજ બંધ. Clear everything?
Yes.
PA into A. That's the force from top. And PP into A is the force from bottom or below. Read the question. What do we have to find? A in A. What do we have to find? Pressure difference between lower and
upper surface of the
नीचे વધારે pressure હતા. I hope you like one. ऊपर વધારે હોય તો नीचे. So we have to find out what is PB minus P. This is FPD. You know that total force is equal to 0. How do we know that? Equilibrium. How do you get that? Can you find this on your own? Do give it a try. Alright, if there are queries, then we'll solve it in the class. Otherwise, it's done. Right? Goodbye. Turn the camera.